So let's go into Winnerbracket Quarterfinal 3. We have the American Dream Hitman, the pride of NA, especially doing DreamHack Anaheim, up against SyDe, most likely the strongest French player alongside Todd at the moment. So there's a little bit of a curse going on that whenever we broadcast SyDe, he can't play his best. Maybe it's the nerves of being in front of multiple thousand people. Thanks so much for tuning in early, guys. The bracket once again, right here, Foggy and Hawk, they were the favorites going into their games and they prevailed. Here I would say Hitman is definitely the favorite, SyDe a little bit of the underdog. To be fair, I haven't seen Hitman versus Undead a lot, so I'm curious how he plays this. SyDe, of course, a grab bag, he can pull off every single hero pretty much and every single strategy there is. So let's see what we get in Hitman versus SyDe.
Yeah, this is already quite surprising here from these undead builds. Today we have another ghoul build. Normally it's always a Tet Fiend openings, but no. Earlier we had Insub going towards the ghouls and now SyDe as well with his signature hero, the Dreadlord. On the other hand, Hitman, he's going for the standard opening. Hitman normally relies on standard play. Oh, but does switch it up here a little bit, going 2 borrow tech, not 1 borrow. I know some people are saying that Hitman is pretty damn good against standard play, but when you throw a wrench in and go for an unusual off-meta build, sometimes the young American runs into trouble.
We'll see if this French curveball is enough with the Dreadlord. Both kind of fan favorites in their respective region. SyDe, a beloved streamer, of course, here in Europe. Hitman, we saw like the support of Dust was unreal. There's plenty of pictures of especially OC on the DreamHack page where you can really see it was like he was playing himself. All his heart went into supporting Hitman. That was real nice. So we have a shop coming up on the way to the Tusker camp, but he goes for the green first. Interesting position for that shop for sure.
Yeah, I guess that means he's gonna creep the Tuskars right away with his blade, looking to quickly level up here. Which is very surprising to me, because normally, you use the blade and the grunt to scout because you don't have a peon out scouting, especially against SyDe. That seems like a good idea because SyDe always has these crazy strats. But maybe Hitman is just completely sure, or at least definitely reading and expecting the Dreadlord play, and for that reason isn't going aggressive, isn't scouting, and is instead just staying at home, creeping up more, and not running into those sleep surrounds on purpose.
Okay, speaking of sleep surrounds, we have a Dreadlord at 1.3. This will be level 2 as the Blade Master is not punishing this. Expansion coming, Claws +9, Lich later, very, very much later. We'll be happy about that. So grunts are making their way over. Seems like Hitman is well aware of what's going on.
Oh, the merchant creep, that is always one of the favorites for Orc to go for. SyDe not quite scouting for it, and I don't blame him because normally Orc can't take this so early as there is only a 1 borrow tech with 1 grunt, but now with a 2 borrow tech this can be done just a little bit quicker, and that throws all the timings off. I think this was the first big mistake that lost Happy the first game against Focus, allowing this creep in the early game to the Korean, and with that a big item drop. This, as I mentioned plenty of times at DreamHack, Orcs always love creeping camps like these, because no matter what you find, it's always good. And so is certainly the Sobi Mask.
Oh, SyDe didn't see this! 2 grunts hurt. He poked into this little choke, but didn't look further, and it's nighttime, vision was limited. So now, what to go for? 2 grunts split to the left-hand side. Can he get more sleeps in? Oh, he's actually willing to commit to this fight. Could pop him out. That's exactly what Hitman is doing. Another sleep is necessary, but there's also more Windwalk.
Oh, pops him out, but still does go down. It's also going to be traded for a few ghouls, though at least one of them is going to be dying here, it seems.
But if he gets 2 grunts, man, that would be massive.
Nope.
Oh, level 3 for the blade. Early. Sleep on him now to prevent damage against this next ghoul. Oh, but Windwalk is ready, and that is another kill.
Great game so far for Hitman. Yeah, he lost 1 grunt, but he traded for at least 2 ghouls. Perhaps it was even 3. Now he's level 3 on the blade, and the Dreadlord is out of mana. This is not looking too good for SyDe just yet.
Okay, let's see where we go from here. Tier 2 is done for Hitman. Tier 2 just starting for the Undead. We saw Shadowhunter for a brief moment in time, but now switching it up to a Tauren Chieftain alongside a Bestiary. In SyDe's base, we had a Graveyard, and the tech and more towers at the expansion, plus a Necropolis. So he's not supply stuck at all, can go for more ghouls if he wants to for these dangerous sleep surrounds, but he also needs level 3 very fast.
The player's forces are under attack.
I'd love to see Hitman just go tier 3 and get ready to Tiny Great Hall counter expand. He has the resources, so I'm expecting that will be coming in shortly. Creeping up a little bit more at the Murlocs. Blade Master now so strong, completely dominating this early mid-game. Sentry wards also always nice to have, and we know that Hitman finds them quite overpowered in fact. But will not be selling them. Of course.
Because of like fair sportsmanship?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good idea. We should do that with the Katka's pipe as well.
You know, when I find Wand of Illusion, I almost always sell it on ladder because I'm like, no, I'm boycotting this item. Bullshit Wand of Illusion. Unless I really want to win, then I use it.
All right. Of course, here both players really want to win, and you can see that here the playstyle of Hitman goes into the base while there's still attack going on. First Acolyte down already, plenty of HP still on that Blade Master, but he can easily walk out. There's another sleep if he wants to.
I think SyDe could have blocked him in. I think he could have walled off with a Ziggurat and then sleep the Blade Master if he needs to. He could have killed him right there. I'm pretty sure.
In the meantime, we have a tier 2 expansion coming up with the Talisman of Evasion on this Tauren Chieftain, plus close to level 2. He will get it here after this Ice Troll. Playing on tier 2, not going tier 3, not Tiny Great Hall, not Headhunters, but TC Raiders.
SyDe seems to be smelling this coming, though. He's walking south with his ragtag group of ghouls. Is definitely going to result in a cancel. Nice Skeleton Scout in the middle, also checking out what Hitman's army is up to. And this is why I always prefer tier 3. Tiny Great Halls can't really get cancelled. Well, strictly speaking, they can, but very unlikely.
We saw it at DreamHack that it's definitely possible.
And that's the cancel.
Fairly easy indeed. Moves across the entire map though, but this does give exposure of his own creep camps to this TC, but Hitman only takes out the little ones.
Oh, SyDe goes for a new TP. He just spent a ton of Boots of Speed, Telestaff, TP, and an Invis Potion on this Dreadlord. How much gold is that? It's like 1,000 gold.
Here's an expansion, so
I guess
easy to afford.
Are under attack.
We have double crypt going. We go Garg, Gargs, 4 Gargs.
Hell yeah, bro.
What the? What?
Okay, that's pretty cool. The Sentry Ward sees this.
This is countered so easy by bats.
A town is under siege.
Unless you survive all the bats and you still have 12 guards.
Forces are under attack.
Yeah, how realistic is that exactly?
Interesting. Dreadlord Fast Expo into Gargs.
Can you dodge the Batrider's suicide with stone form?
It still lands, but you have all the armor, so it's a lot of damage mitigated. Oh, it's gonna kill off one raider over here. That's pretty nice.
And gets out this way. Well done by SyDe.
But you see close to level 3 though. That's gonna be very nice against the ghouls, which will certainly be part of the attack. Oh my! Look at the expo, bro.
Are you kidding me? Double Temple of the Damned and Slaughter. What is this?
Is he really playing Necros? How amazing would that be? Oh, wait! Wait. Is he playing anti-magic to protect the Batrider damage? Does that work? I forget if it does.
I'm not sure.
I think it does, because normally anti-magic protects against everything. Also against like Dryad, poison damage and stuff.
Kind of depends on the damage type of the combustion, which I'm not 100% aware of.
Anyways, it's not Banshees, it's actually Necros, dude. Lols.
What?
A player's forces are under
How good
attack.
is this? Finally, the tiny Great Hall for the Blade Master, so Hitman is going to be going up to 2 bases. Also has a Shredder, so he's ready for the macro late game. But this could have been a lot sooner. As I mentioned earlier, if he had teched quicker. And, well, SyDe is gearing up. He's getting ready for his Necro Wagon push.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, I said in the beginning of the cast that SyDe knows all the strategies and can surprise you with pretty much everything, but I didn't mean this.
This could actually work, is the amazing thing. Because Hitman's army is really big, and he doesn't have any Dispel ready at all.
Saves the 1 temple. Skeleton Mastery is done already. Adept upgrade 2.
Nice sleep. Preventing the stomp over and
Wow.
over. Really good sleeps.
How long can he keep this up? Carrion Swarm and more Raider kills. Dude, this is the first time I'm seeing reforged Necromancers.
A player's forces are under siege.
Where are all the
Two Frenzy
Gargs,
Ghouls
by the
at the
way?
expansion, ready to harass. How cool. But Hitman didn't even have any peons there yet. And yeah, 1 ghoul's gonna die, but whatever.
So I see 4 Gargs in the main. Didn't we have more already? Not too sure.
Yeah, these guards are a big question mark. Why did he go for those?
A player's
Maybe to
forces
just
are under
have
attack.
something other than ghouls?
Or
In case you get attacked?
to force Hitman into early bats and then surprise him?
Okay, here come the Necros. This is pretty all in by SyDe.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win right here with this push, his game is probably over. Oh, 1 Raider. Easy sleeps around. Or just easy surround. Lols.
Okay. Gargs in now as well. Silence on the TC once again. And where are all the skeletons? We see a few already. He definitely needs more. Oh, that stomp was good. But yeah, that's a big undead force with the Scroll of the Beast now.
I think it's just too big.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
That was a big
However,
dispel.
lightning shield, more stomp is ready. But look at all these skeletons. This is how Blizzard envisioned undead. Normally never played like this, but now SyDe is obliging. Going with the mass undead summons, the Necromancers.
This is unbelievable that this is working. There was, yeah, no walkers, right? Or not
Yeah.
in time, not enough. And this meat wagon now against the expansion play is so good. All that normal damage, everything is super hurt, of course. But he broke the
Player's forces
expansion
are under attack.
fairly easy. Oh god, look at all the skeleton mages. 1 walker but no dispel.
A town is under siege.
Under tier 3 without Orb of Corruption, by the way.
Cripple on the Blade Master. Look how slow he is. Look how slow he attacks.
Well,
Wow.
seems like what people were saying was right. Hitman very good against standard, but you can catch him off guard when you play weird off-meta strats. Which this, of course, is.
And this happened despite 2 wards in front of both bases.
Yeah, I think he got really distracted with the guards.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, this Torrent Totem, the Adept upgrade is almost done, but he can't finish it. Oh my. Oh, gets a kill on the Dreadnought though, that's a double level up. So no Carrion Swarm, no sleep anymore. Stomp against all these casters and skeletons. But here by the statues, really well more Necros coming in, both heroes for Hitman fairly low. But no items on this blade, definitely an opportunity to kill him. But Cripple. How good is
Just too
Cripple?
much. It's just too much stuff.
And Hitman taps out. SyDe defeats a quarterfinalist on map 1 of DreamHack Anaheim. With Necro Wagons, ladies and gentlemen.
Necro Wagons. Hell yeah. Crucial play there by SyDe was just canceling the expansion when he did, going for that run by when he did. And a few macro mistakes here by Hitman. It wasn't execution, it wasn't bad creep routes, it wasn't bad micro, it was macro. Going bats, probably not the right idea. Like, okay, let's say he has 5 Gargs. So what? So he has 5 Gargs. You can ensnare a couple of them and suddenly he's down to 2 Gargs. What should have been done was quick tier 3 tech, quick tiny, and way faster walkers. And probably a Shadow Hunter as well.
Yeah, he wanted to go for that tier 2 expansion. And once that was set, I feel like that game went into SyDe's hand. Like, this expansion kill was way too easy, and then he had the flexibility of pretty much do whatever he wants. He went for Garg, so this forced Hitman into Bad Riders. And the Kodos arrived later, the Walkers arrived later.
But why does it force him into bats? It shouldn't, because you always have ensnare. And since the Undead is teching so late, he's gonna take a while to get to the Gargs. And you always have Blade Master Orb. Blade Master Orb by himself deals with like 10 Gargs.
But if he goes like all into Gargs and not does this transition, then he's gonna wreck your burrows. Doesn't matter. Like, one Blade Master isn't enough.
Well, if he has reinforced defenses, I'm not so sure.
Did he?
I mean, I don't know, but he always can. Go for it.
It does take some time. And if this mass Garg attack surprises you, then all your burrows are gone. And then once again, the Undead can do whatever he wants. I feel like it's a smart play to just fake these Gargs.
Yeah, but even if he goes bats, you know, like 1-2 bats is always like a bit of safety, I guess. But the important thing is go to tier 3 quickly, tiny Great Hole quickly. That was the biggest problem.
It's so cool to see this, though. And see it working. SyDe, always a special treat for the viewers and his fans.
I like the TC second adjustment. I think that was really smart because, you know, Undead is very incapable of doing any kind of pressure early when you're tier 2. So you're safe to creep up the Torn Chieftain, who of course we know is so strong once he hits level 3 and upward. But yeah, especially late expansion, late walkers, no third hero. And SyDe gets the victory. Can he do that again? Is the strat good enough to win with it twice in a row, or is the cat out of the bag now?
Next one is Last Refuge. Does it still work? If the map is a little bigger?
Bigger?
Than Northern Isles? For sure. Like base to base?
Yeah. What? No. Main to main, Northern Isles is definitely bigger.
I mean to Expo, then. That's faster.
It's kind of the same, but it's a lot more spread out, Northern Isles. Creep camp-wise, I guess it's similar. On Last Refuge, everything is really close to each other. Like there's tons of creep camps, and you always only have to go a few feet to get to the next one. Northern Isles is a little bit more spread out. But I mean, you know, it's an easy expansion to creep.
Yeah, that's true. This is pretty exciting, man. These guys put up a show for sure. Thank you, Coming Storm, for the sub, the Crestfallen for the bits. Just drinking coffee in my muddy cup and watching some Back to Warcraft. Thank you, Stephen the Wizard, for the 2-month 3 sub. SyDe, we love you. And Just Ross for 20-month more Warcraft. Okay, we obey. We bring you more SyDe and more Warcraft, and also for the NA scene, more Hitman, as the Frenchman has the 1-0 lead with Necro Wagons.
What strategy are we going to see here next now? We're going to look at SyDe's base because this is the interesting one early. And he is not playing standard. We have a ghoul build again. It's 4 out of 4 Undead games with a ghoul build opening. That is very unusual to see. Certainly not what we can expect from Happy. On Hitman's side, it's looking standard so far. Question is he going for the barracks or is he perhaps skipping that one? No, he's playing standard opening. He's playing First hero into grunts. Very, very likely Blade Master. But what is SyDe's hero? Is it the Dreadlord again?
We'll take a look onto this Altar of Darkness. SyDe with match points. Would be quite a surprise to see him in the winner bracket final. Semi-final, sorry about that. His opponent would be either Neutron or Cash. They will play the winner bracket quarterfinal, the last one afterwards. And in the lower bracket so far we find Insup and Spiral. And maybe also Hitman. Okay, Altar is finished. Waiting for the Ziggurat. What's your choice, Dreadlord?
One of SyDe's favorites. Plays it a lot. I just realized I don't even know what the Dreadlord hotkey is. Is it E? I think it's E.
I don't use standard hotkeys for like 12 years, don't ask me.
I've actually been playing a bit of Dreadlord in Undead Mirror. Lich, Fast Expo, Mass Ghouls, Mass Worms. Oh yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's late game when you have 70 supply. It's so easy. You just A-click and sleep the DK.
Only A-click?
So,
that sounds like it's doable for me.
Yeah. Should try it, bro.
Okay, you have to teach me, master.
I'm gonna do a coaching series. How to abuse undead without having to micro.
Yeah, I will ask SyDe for a lesson in Necro Wagons as well, because that seemed fairly handleable as well, micro-wise. Just build mass, A-click everywhere. But of course it was well done and well established before. Ring of Protection for the Blade, not the best start. This time, no double burrow. So Hitman is changing it up.
I really like the double Acolyte, by the way. The one Scout Acolyte to see what's going on, to see if the Blade is coming in. And yeah, if that Acolyte dies, you don't have it at to mine with the expansion. But whatever, that would take some time. And the second Acolyte now can start setting up the Ziggurats. Blade will want to steal these last hits, but SyDe brought the dust. That is the early game advantage from the Undead shop, having the dust available. Oh, Blade comes in. Oh, nice. Blade in one move cancels the Ziggurat and gets the grunt out of there. That was really well done.
Yeah. So he has to set it up again. This is already a delay and not too much sleep anymore. Blade Master not willing to commit to this Ogre being slapped again. Level 2 very close here. But yeah, Windwalk is available, so sleeping the Blade Master is not really a thing. Hitman's grunt gets away as well without being trapped, but the tech is running for the American.
And the Dreadlord is running out of mana. I think SyDe is making a slight micro mistake here. He's always having his group on one target, either the Blade or the Grunt, but you want to split the attention. Oh, that was a nice anti-pop-out, though.
Yeah,
that was really well done.
He created this little nook where the Grunt will pop into. That is really sweet.
And that's level 2. That's a big deal. Oh, wait, can he kill the Blade? No.
Can you sleep him again? Could, but I guess Windwalk duration is too big.
Okay. I don't know who is ahead here. Grunt lost, yes, but this was a big delay of the expansion. Good thing here with the Ghoul Expo strat is also there's lots of small camps around your expansion with which you should pretty easily be able to creep up to level 3.
Tier 2 is finishing for Hitman, so I wonder what he's playing now. Could Mass Wyvern be a thing against this?
I would not really recommend. Like, even if you get map control with it, there can always be suddenly 3 Spirit Towers in each main, and then you're stuck on, you know, Mass Windriders, and he switches into Fiends, and suddenly they're useless.
A player's forces are under attack.
There was a speed scroll invested for a Ghoul, by the way. Not sure if that's really necessary, but if he wants to grind XP really hard, as he didn't creep too much early, then maybe it is. Tier 2 on the way for SyDe as well, going for Cannibalize.
And again, Hitman going out with a Peon, trying to get the expansion without the Tier 3, which I think was one of his biggest mistakes in the first game.
Double Ring versus Double Claw, by the way. The Blade Master not really happy with this. Yeah, TC Beastery, more grunts is what we get.
Wait. Did he have double claw on the Dreadlord just a second ago?
Yep.
He sold double claws? What?
Well, if he has no Lich, then why not?
Dude, Dreadlord attack speed isn't that bad.
But it's melee.
Oh, side. Double claws. I guess he wanted the boots. Didn't have the gold. But here we go. Ghouls now moving in. We have 3 with the Dreadlord and another little ragtag group over to the other side. This is what side is doing really, really well. Always emphasizing not giving an easy counter expo. And again, Hitman is getting punished for his refusal to go to tier 3 quickly, for his attempt to greedily go for an expansion without a tiny.
Well done. The TC is not in position for a possible Stomp. That's pretty much free damage for the ghouls. You can't stun anyone. He actually gets only 1 target with that Stomp. And that's a cancelled Great Hall. That might even be a grunt. But Side playing it better safe than sorry. Sleeps the blade, runs away from the TC and saves all but 1 ghoul.
If Side brings enough ghouls, he can do this again. And again. And again. To over and over cancel the Great Hall.
And he's distracting the TC. That's pretty nice. So Raider again. But I don't see any chance really to cancel the undead expansion. He has to get a counter expansion up. And here 4 ghouls once more. No frenzy yet, but the damage is still enough.
Oh, nice sidestep to dodge the stomp. But this Dreadlord might still be dead.
Yep. No TP, no staff. Sidestep again, but Ensnare should be ready as well. There it is.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Speed scroll. Yeah, he's dead.
Shades of Zinedine Zidane on this Dreadlord here.
Wait. He's not surviving, is he?
There's no way survive. Like, he's suiciding himself.
Deny yourself to the creeps, yeah. That's totally fine for Side. Yeah, the hero is dead. Last hit, though, is important. Okay, Blade gets the last hit. But this was so much time bought. Now Side is tier 2, can go to tier 3 right away.
Oh, he had to rebuild the altar to revive the Dreadlord. Finished in time, though. Tier 3 starts now. Fiend's statues. And Temple of the Damned early again. What's it now?
This could very well work once again.
What's it gonna be now? Like Frenzy Fiends? Oh my, the blade!
Jesus. Risky. I think it's gonna be Necros again. But where's the second temple?
We have a second one. We have a second crypt, so he's committing hard to Fiends. I think it's Frenzy Fiends.
Oh. Or it could just be Mass Fiends and the other thing.
Yeah.
Banshees. This is kind of what 120 played successfully at WGL against Focus. Fast expo into big timing push tier 3 with like 70 supply Fiends. However, that was not with Dreadlord first, that was with DK first.
Ooh, Vamp Aura though for Hitman. Great find. His expo is still very delayed. At 60% only. Side is mining and mining and mining and mining and mining.
A player's forces are under attack.
There we have it.
What second hero are we gonna see? Should be DK. Like, sooner or later, you always want to have the Unholy Aura.
Blade is scouting. Or does he see the temple in the back? You're right, by the way, it's Banshees.
Banshees, statues. Soon to be triple hero. Oh, Blade Master steals the item. And will he be able to get some Fiends here? This is a good attack by Hitman before the tier 3 is ready. Does he want to go for the statues as well? It's going to be going pretty deep into the main. But yeah, he's looking to trade maybe.
Big stomp! And no mana on this Dreadlord. Has a mana potion. Might be forced to go into it soon. DK only starting now. No frenzy. This is a real nice timing for Hitman.
Yeah. Absolutely. Looking to speed scroll run away now. One Raider will be lost, but very, very good trade for the American. Gonna get another ghoul right here. Only now the first kill again for the Dreadlord. But tier 3 is done, and Frenzy is coming in.
TC is super close to 3. And the Expo is
Players'
running.
forces are under attack.
Of course, SyDe has like 4 production buildings. So he can replenish whatever he loses pretty quickly, also at 800 gold. No TP still, no staff, no invul, and 2 end snares plus the stomp. Not enough for now.
DK comes in, long range coil. Bean still dies though. Level 3 now for the TC. Big level up right there. Oh, but the ensnares keep on flying. Another grunt does fall. Quite a few losses now for the American as well.
Oh my. What a slaughter here.
Are under attack.
TC level 3. What did he get? Coil lost it. Wait, where did this item go?
One of Mana Seal.
Ah, yeah, now I see.
Here come the statues. Here comes the Banshee. This is going to be a big addition of power to this undead force. And of course, Lich coming in a moment as well. When Hitman was fighting, before the DK was out, this was all a fantastic trade. But now I feel like he is severely overextended.
Hitman is 16 supply down, and he's losing more. Like, all these nukes. The creeps were, of course, a big help for SyDe. It's level 4 on the Dreadlord now. And this Blade Master is pretty much disabled with the curse.
You can go for sleeps around here on the TC.
We will walk a transition. And where are these 68 supply by SyDe? This army doesn't look like it.
Oh, and now 4 Frenzy Ghouls at the expansion. That's very dangerous.
Oh, no tower, no burrow.
Forces are under
In the meantime, the Lich came out. He's waiting at the shop, got the orb over already, and is now coming south. Hitman needs to get a lot more army up very quickly if he wants to hold here.
Him is in trouble, for sure. No level 2 DK yet, but maybe another core. Ah, no mana. We have Spirit Link in the mix and no Destroyer upgrade. Already at 50% though.
Yeah, Spirit Link, though, the damage spread is only really good if you have healing. There's no healing. No Shadow Hunter, no heal scroll. Well, there's a Scourge Bone Chimes, I guess, but I don't think that really counts. And here we go. Lich is in. Nova now ready. Level 2 for the DK. Massive level up for the entire army. And Hitman is about to lose his expansion here, it seems.
I agree. These peons are getting slaughtered. Blade Master at 50%, constantly cursed, so he's missing quite a bit. Reveal use Carrion Swarm, and that's the blade hitting the deck. First hero gone, and Hitman down to the lower bracket. GG, SyDe number 1. The curse is lifted, Remo. SyDe can win big games on Back to Warcraft streams. Who would have thought? And in what fashion?
Well played. Really well done by SyDe. Glad to see him succeed here with his own style as well. That's cool.
Indeed. Necros and Wagon pushes against an expansion in game number 2. Super early Banshees. Wow. Really impressed. Hitman wasn't ready, so he has to fight through the entire lower bracket. We have, whoops, this here. Hawk and Foggy and SyDe. 3 European players in the winner bracket semi-final already. Spiral will play in Super Bowl later, and Hitman, the second NA player, waiting for his opponent. It's not going to be an easy one. It's either a rematch against Neutron or he has to play Cash in an Orc Mirror. That game is coming up next as we conclude the winner bracket quarterfinal. See you in a bit.